Suck it. Why is this so low?
I don't know.
Low.
Our mics are being wonky today.
Can you hear me?
I can. I think you need to talk probably a little louder, though.
Hello.
Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, hi, welcome to the Ghosty Girls podcast.
Hi.
I'm Christina.
I'm Alicia.
You're
Welcome
probably
back.
awake now.
Good morning. Guten Tag. I just applied for a German job, so I need to learn German.
Yeah, and then they responded to her with a German email.
Yeah, I know.
So, I mean, I'm sure that job's just going to come in clutch.
Listen.
You got it in the bag.
Yeah. Imagine if I actually did get that job, though. It's not in Germany. It's here.
Yeah, but maybe you could travel there.
Yeah, we go to the Krampus Festival.
Yes.
We could bring Daddy T, I guess.
Well, actually, Daddy T and I are planning to go to Germany next year.
I know.
Yeah.
You've told me this 1,000 times.
Yeah, and
jealous.
I think I'm trying to push to go for the Krampus Festival.
Do it.
Because, I mean, I'm pretty sure he's been for Oktoberfest before, and it's crazy. Like,
I'd rather
it's
see
a
the
lot.
Krampus.
Yeah, I want Krampus. I'm a Krampus girl, you know?
Same.
But I can't believe it's the middle of October already. Like, Halloween is in like 2 weeks. Isn't that so crazy?
Yes.
Doesn't it feel good to have our Octobers back, though?
I mean, honestly, it is magical to not be tired
I am loving it. And like, for those of you who don't know, Alicia and we actually met when we applied for a volunteer ghost hunting group. And that's how we became best friends. And we used to, for what, like 10 years?
10 or 11, yeah.
We did volunteer paranormal investigations at a location in Delaware. And this year, we're obviously not, I mean, it's the second year that we're not doing it. Mm-hmm. And I don't miss it. I love having my Octobers back. I actually get to enjoy my fucking life.
I know.
During spooky season. It's so nice.
It's awesome.
It really is.
Being a paranormal investigator and actually like being able to do the spooky stuff and the stuff you want to do, especially on the weekends, because your weekends are done. Yeah. I work on Sundays. Like I was fried for like 2 months after October.
It's too much. And like, there was so much that I missed with like friends and stuff wanting to do spooky stuff and I could never do it. And I just feel like I have my life back and it's so nice. And plus, honestly, like we would not have been able to do it because this podcast it's blowing up. Like we wouldn't have time. Like I know for me personally, like my research and stuff when I do these episodes, a lot of it is on weekends. There's no way I would have been able to cram all of that.
No, we would have been in between like groups writing scripts and stuff.
Yeah. And honestly, like the podcast is more important to me. Well, yeah. It's our baby. You know what I mean? So it's just, just a random fact. Yeah. Random vent. What do I say? Not vent. I don't know.
A random grateful sesh that we're grateful to have our Octobers back.
Exactly.
And when we first left the group, it seemed sad. And I remember we were both very upset. And looking back,
it's honestly like the best thing that's happened to me in the past couple of years.
Everything happens for a reason.
It really does.
I'm grateful for it, honestly.
Yeah. The universe has a way of taking you out of situations that you're not supposed to be in and also taking you away from people that are not supposed to be in your life.
Yeah.
And that's all I have to say about that.
Boom.
Yeah. I know we do have a lot of people in the paranormal field that listen to this podcast, like that we've met through TikTok and stuff. And there's a lot of drama always going on in the paranormal world.
It's crazy.
It's really fucking stupid. And it's nice to be removed from that. And I'm sure like if you're listening and you've been in a paranormal group before, there's stupid politics of the group. There's drama. It's a lot. And it's so nice to just like be away from all of that. I mean, not trying to shade anybody, but it's just, I feel like I don't know. It's time we address it because people have asked us about it.
Yeah.
So
I still have people coming up to me and going, hey, are you doing the ghost stuff this year?
Yeah.
You know, and I'm like, no, we're not. I say I'm not a part of that group anymore.
Yeah. We are no way affiliated with them anymore.
Yeah. I mean, but I also don't talk shit. I'm just like, no, I don't do that anymore. You know, my best friend and I do a podcast and we focus on that and we kind of are doing our own thing.
Yeah.
And we're having fun with it. So Self-Care Tattoo is having a like Halloween event.
Oh, they are?
Yes. And they're,
I want to go.
Hold on. I took a picture. I'm only going to go if my girl Jay's going to be doing it. But
you know what's so weird and random, and I don't know why I'm like this? Whenever spooky season comes around, I have a crazy urge to get a tattoo.
Well, yeah, because you're happy. You're in your element. It's spooky
Is that
season.
what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just like I started thinking about it a couple months ago. I was like, oh, what's going to be my next one? Because I need to add to my arm. You know, last year we got the knives.
Yeah. I found it. It says you're invited to Self-Care Tattoo Meet and Greet. Flash, $60 to $120. $30 piercings. Costume contest with prizes. Spin the wheel and get what you get. I love that.
When is this?
Caricatures, kids' temporary tattoos, food and drinks. Saturday, October 18th from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m.
So that's in 4 days.
Yeah.
So if anyone is in the area, I mean, you guys probably know by now, we live in Delaware.
Yeah.
But is it considered Middletown, I guess?
It's
Middletown?
considered,
okay.
It's behind the Home Depot.
Okay. So if you're in the area, hit them up because they're awesome.
Yeah.
We had a really good time. And if you didn't listen to the episode where we actually did a live podcast while we were getting tattoos, what was it?
The tattoo killers.
Yeah, so it was called like Tattoos Day or something like that. It was Jamie Asura.
Jamie Osuna.
Yeah, sorry.
And that douchebag Wade
Wilson.
fucking Wilson. I still want to do a follow up on that. There's so many follow ups I want to do. That and Coburger. So much has come out there. Yeah. We need to do a follow up with him too.
Did you see how he like all these like selfies came out of him?
Did you see the one like this? I can't. Nobody can see me right now, but I'm drawing in my upper lip like it's rounded. I can't. I mean, I have a bunch of stupid selfies on my phone too, though.
Yeah, but you're also not like a crazy fucking disgusting murderer that took the lives of innocent college students because he's a fucking loser.
Yeah. Well, there was one where I guess they tracked his like YouTube things and like what he watched.
Yeah.
What's that?
His digital trail.
Yeah, that. What's the murderer that would wear like the black hoodie? So he watched a video and the thumbnail of it was like the murderer in like a black hoodie.
Yeah.
And he took a selfie of himself like that same day in like the black hoodie.
What
like
a
pulled
dork.
down. I know.
Well, speaking of douchebag young men, do you like that segue?
I love how somehow we randomly just talk and bullshit and are able to segue.
Because everything comes back to murder for us.
Fair. Touche, pussycat, touche.
But yeah, today we're going to talk about a case that actually fused horror with reality.
So Ed Gein again?
No.
I'm kidding. Although that was a fucking banger. High five on that episode.
You.
Yes.
Thank you. I appreciate it. This case is more recent. This actually happened in 2006. So yeah, this crime was inspired by a very popular horror film. I'm not going to give too much away because we're going to talk about it in a little bit.
I think I know what it is already. So for those of you, Christina just cut it, but I guessed it.
She did.
Which never fucking happens. I'm super stoked.
Yeah, this one's crazy.
I love this story.
Yeah, it's a doozy. So we're going to start out with a girl named Cassie Jo Stoddart, who was born on December 21st, 1989 in Pocatello, Idaho, to parents Anna Cisneros and Ronald Stoddart. Casey was the middle child. She had a younger brother, Andrew, and an older sister, Christy. Cassie was described by those who knew her as friendly, but she was also very headstrong. So she was a leader, and people also commented that she was a quote unquote role model. So,
okay.
Yeah.
So she was sweet.
She was, yeah.
Aww.
She did incredibly well in school, and she was actually a straight A student. She was very popular. She had tons of friends, Everyone loved her. In her free time, Cassie liked doing teenager things like listening to music and spending time with her boyfriend, 16-year-old Matt Beckham. So there's not a whole lot of information about Cassie, but it seemed from what I read like she had a good family life. Again, she was smart. Everyone liked her. And she was just a good kid. Of course. Yeah, that brings us up to the night of September 22nd, 2016. Cassie, who was now 16 years old and a junior at Pocatello High, was pet sitting for her Aunt Allison and Uncle Frank. And Cassie was actually staying overnight at their home on Whispering Cliffs Drive, which was not far from her house. So she was like house sitting and pet sitting because apparently they had like 2 dogs and a cat.
Oh.
Cassie's Uncle Frank later told Idaho State Journal in an interview in 2014 that the family really trusted Cassie. She, again, was a good girl. She was trustworthy. She didn't drink. She didn't do drugs. She was a good, responsible kid. So Cassie, with the permission of her aunt and uncle, invited her boyfriend, Matt Beckham, to come over and watch a movie with her. Matt, for whatever reason, decided to invite his 2 friends, Brian Draper and Tori Adamczyk, to join them. Brian and Tori stayed for a couple of hours before deciding that this was lame. They were expecting to have kind of like a party type situation, and they ended up leaving to go see a movie at the movie theater. And I mean, I'm sure it was probably awkward for everyone there. Like, no teenage boys want to sit around a house hanging out with their friend and their friend's girlfriend watching a movie.
Yeah,
you know,
I get it.
Yeah.
They're trying to drink beers and bang bitches.
Oh, yeah.
Throwback.
New quote.
Shout out to you, Horror Daddy.
Yes.
Chris, for real.
Horror Daddy.
We're going to make you a piece of merch. Don't worry, at some point that says that.
Yeah, once we get our shit together.
Someday.
Brian and Tori leave to go to the movies, and Cassie and Matt are left at the home by themselves. They're sitting on the couch, watching TV, and they start to hear very loud banging noises coming up from the basement. This was followed by the power completely going out, creepy. Which I'm sure as a teenager was fucking terrifying.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a grown-ass woman, and if I hear some banging and knocking and shit going down in my basement and then my lights start turning off, bye.
And imagine if you're
out.
not in your own home. You're in somebody else's home.
Yeah. That's it. That must have been terrifying. No, ma'am. No, thank you.
No, not today.
Yeah. Another weird detail was that the dogs that Cassie was watching started like staring down at the stairs to the basement and growling and barking. And I'm just going to take a moment to say, if you hear your doggo like barking at a door or staring in a dark room and growling, listen to your dog. Okay.
100%.
Dogs know what's up. Don't ignore that.
Nope.
So the banging and the knocking eventually stops and the power comes back on. But Cassie and Matt are still uneasy, understandably so. Matt's mom was going to pick him up later that night, but he actually ended up calling her to ask if he could stay the night with Cassie because she was scared at the house. And he told her what was going on, the banging and all that stuff. Of course, Matt's mom was like, absolutely not. And like, I get it. As a parent, my first thought would have been like, I would have rolled my eyes and been like, yeah, my son's just trying to make an excuse to spend the night with his 16-year-old girlfriend in a house with no parents. No.
Like, thank you, no.
Thank you and goodbye. But Matt's mom actually had a pretty fair compromise. She told Matt that Cassie could come home with them and spend the night there, where there would be parental supervision, which is totally reasonable.
100%. Yeah, that's fair.
And she didn't even have to offer that, honestly. So that was, I just don't want people to give the mom shit for like not taking her home because, I mean, as you can imagine, shit goes downhill. Unfortunately, Cassie decided to stay at the home because she was entrusted to watch her aunt and uncle's house and be there for their pets. She was a responsible kid. She didn't want to dip out on her responsibilities. And also, I may be off base here, but this is just me speculating. I put myself in Cassie's shoes and I thought, okay, as a 16-year-old girl, I probably would have just stuck it out because I would have been worried that if my family found out that I was like too scared to stay alone in a house, that I wouldn't ever be asked to have that responsibility again.
Never again.
And like as a teenager, I loved house sitting and like babysitting and being at a house like with no parents. Like, and it wasn't even to do bad things. It was just because it made you feel like an adult. Like you could watch what you wanted on TV. You could like eat snacks.
Yeah, that's
like
what I was gonna say.
It was just
ice
cool.
Cream.
Yeah, it was fun. And she probably was like, if I tell my parents that I can't stay in this house because I'm too scared, no one's ever going to let me watch their house again.
Right.
So she probably wanted to do the adult thing and stick it out.
Yeah.
Like, and I can't say I wouldn't do the same. Yeah, I mean, you can't really expect people to trust you with their house and their pets if you get scared and you just end up bailing.
Yeah, so, that's fair.
I get where she was coming from. Around 9:30, Cassie's mom, Anna, called to check on Cassie, and she seemed fine. There was nothing amiss, nothing wrong. But unfortunately, that was the last time that Anna ever spoke to her daughter. Matt's mom picks him up around 11 p.m. Cassie stays behind with the animals, and that's the last time Cassie is ever seen or heard from alive. On Sunday, September 24th, 2006, Cassie's aunt and uncle returned home. And discovered by Cassie's 13-year-old little cousin was the lifeless body of 16-year-old Cassie Jo Stoddart lying in a pool of blood. An autopsy later revealed that Cassie had been stabbed around 29 to 30 times.
Damn.
12 of which were fatal. The wounds all over Cassie's body were found to have been caused by 2 different knives, one with a serrated blade and another with a non-serrated blade. So, of course, suspect number 1 was Cassie's boyfriend, Matt Beckham. He was the last person to have seen or spoken to Cassie that night, which is never a good look. Making matters worse was the fact that when questioned by police, Matt seemed completely emotionless. And you would think that if you had just found out that your girlfriend was brutally stabbed to death, that you would be inconsolable.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, Matt was not. And this left investigators a little unsettled. Matt told them that he had left the home at 11 when his mother came to pick him up. And then he made a phone call to his 2 friends, Brian and Tori, to let them know that he was leaving the house that Cassie was staying at and to ask them if they wanted to meet up later to hang out. It was then that the police found out that there were 2 other boys in the home that night. And yeah, these 2 kids, Brian and Tori, came over to watch Kill Bill Volume 2 with Matt and Cassie. They stayed until around 9:30 p.m., and then they left to go see a movie at the movie theater. Matt insisted that he had called Cassie repeatedly in the days after the night of September 22nd, but that he had not been able to get a hold of her. Investigators, however, were still looking sideways at Matt because, let's face it, it's usually the partner.
Yeah, like 80% of the time.
Yeah.
I mean, don't quote me on that statistic, but...
And again, he was the last confirmed person to have seen Cassie alive. Investigators then give Matt a polygraph test, and he, quote unquote, passes with flying colors.
Okay.
I will say it is possible to pass a lie detector test and be lying. It's possible.
Yeah, and it's possible to fail and be telling the truth.
Correct, yeah. I mean, they're not reliable.
Well, and they're no longer admissible in court, right?
Yeah, they're not. And I mean, me personally, I don't care how innocent I am, I'm never taking a polygraph test.
No.
Never.
Why would you? That's stupid.
But if you don't take a polygraph test, a lot of people automatically assume guilt, which is not okay. It's not.
You know what? And as soon as you lawyer up, people assume guilt.
Correct. But I mean, you have to lawyer up immediately. You have to, because you have to protect your own rights. That is your constitutional right.
Join the Ghosty Girls for more advice on how to get away with murder.
Even if you haven't committed murder,
on how to be innocent. Is that better?
If you're talking to the police and you're being interrogated, you need a lawyer sitting there. Okay.
100%.
There have been cases that there have been false confessions.
A lot of them.
A lot. Yeah.
Because they keep people there like 13 hours with no sleep and no food.
They
and
break you down.
Yeah.
They lie to you. So you need to have an attorney there to protect your rights.
Yep.
Okay.
If you are guilty of something, though, don't get a lawyer. You're fine.
Take that polygraph test.
Yeah, take the polygraph and don't ever call a lawyer.
Meanwhile, while processing the crime scene, investigators were able to actually pull fingerprints from the fuse box in the basement because remember, the lights kept going out that night.
Yep.
So someone had clearly been in the basement fucking with the fuse box. And the fingerprints they found were surprising. They actually were found to belong to the boyfriend of Cassie's mother. Of course, this looked suspicious as fuck, so the boyfriend immediately became a person of interest. And then he was brought in for questioning. Thinking that this was definitely their guy, investigators were stunned to find out that not only did the boyfriend have an ironclad alibi for the night of the murder, but he also had a perfectly good reason for why his fingerprints were found on the circuit breaker in the basement. He had actually done electrical work on the house recently, and his fingerprints were left behind. And this was actually confirmed by Cassie's aunt and uncle. So mom's boyfriend is out. Investigators now turn to the two boys that were at the house prior to the murder, Brian Draper and Tori Adamczyk. The boys tell investigators that they arrived at the house between 6:30 and 7 o'clock in the evening. And they spent like an hour and a half to 2 hours there watching a movie, Kill Bill Volume 2 with Cassie and Matt, before getting bored and leaving to go see the movie Pulse at the movie theater. When asked about the movie, however, neither of the boys were able to provide any details whatsoever about the movie. Yeah.
Dumbasses.
So, like, what do you mean you went to a movie and you don't remember the movie that you watched? You don't remember anything? You don't even remember the actors in it?
That's a problem.
That's a huge fucking problem. Yep. So, yeah, police were kind of like, this is sus that these boys are claiming that they went to a movie, but yet they can't tell us what the movie is even about. That's weird. Now, Matt did confirm to police that when he had called the boys after leaving Cassie's aunt and uncle's house, he could barely hear them because they were whispering due to being in the movie theater. Investigators went to check the alibi of the boys and found that according to an eyewitness who worked at the theater and sold tickets and also who knew the boys had never purchased a ticket for that night. And she said she absolutely would have remembered the boys being there that night because, again, she knew them. She was the one selling tickets. This was like before the days of like buying online tickets and stuff. You actually had to like go to a box office and buy a ticket.
I remember that.
I know, right?
The good old days.
Yep. She was like, I absolutely would have remembered them being there. They were not there that night. So with this information, detectives pressed the boys on this, and the boys stated that the reason they lied about seeing a movie was because they were actually out jiggling car door handles to try to see if there were any unlocked cars that they could break into and steal shit from. And that's why they didn't want to tell police, because they were technically like burglarizing cars.
Shit.
They were doing illegal things. Yeah.
They're doing illegal shit by being assholes.
Yeah. So the police, needless to say, they didn't believe them.
Good.
They didn't believe them. But the boys, even though they had had more than one interview with police, they still had nothing, and they had to release the boys to both their parents. But as they say, third time's a charm. And on Wednesday, September 27th, 2006, Brian Draper was brought in for interview number 3. And this was the interview that cracked him.
Good.
According to Brian, he and Tori went over to Cassie's aunt and uncle's house to hang out with Cassie and Matt. And they decided that they wanted to scare the two. So before they left, they snuck down into the basement and unlocked the basement door so that they could come back and enter the home without being detected. Brian then stated that he and Tori re-entered the house dressed in all black clothing, wearing Halloween masks, and carrying knives. Brian says that he was under the impression that they were just going to scare Cassie and Matt by knocking on walls, slamming doors shut, cutting power to the house. You know, just boy things.
You know, just being dicks.
Yeah. That is, until his buddy Tori decided to go upstairs and started stabbing Cassie to death. Brian claimed that he was completely innocent and had nothing to do with the murder.
Bitch, they were 2 different knives. You better back up.
Right? The detail that fucked me up the most about this is that, remember when Matt said that he called one of the boys' cell phones and they were whispering because they were at the movies? Mm-hmm. They weren't at the movies. They were actually hiding in the fucking basement. That is horrifying.
Well,
it's like that saying, like, the call's coming from within the house. Like, literally.
There's so many scary things about that, too. Like, remember the babysitter one? The call's coming from the house? Nope. Not today, thank you.
That fact, like, gave me chills when I was researching this. Like, he thought they were at the movie theater and they were whispering and being quiet, but they were whispering because they were in the fucking house with them, hiding.
And they didn't want Cassie to know.
And Matt was, because Matt had left by that time.
That's some bullshit.
Yeah.
I wonder how her boyfriend actually felt or feels.
We'll get into that.
Oh, good.
Yup. Brian also told detectives that after Cassie's murder, they buried a shit ton of evidence. So police, along with Brian and Brian's father, take a fucked up field trip to Black Rock Canyon, where they indeed find buried in dirt a shit ton of evidence. Of the damaged and semi-burned items that were recovered were the following items: rubber gloves, a bottle of hydrogen peroxide, 2 Halloween masks, and one of the masks was later tested and found to have Tori's DNA on it.
Good God.
A black shirt with Cassie's blood on it, a pair of black gloves with Cassie's blood on them, 4 knives, one of which had a serrated blade and had Cassie's blood on it.
There were 4 knives?
4. Fuck. And quite possibly the most sensational piece of evidence found buried was a damaged Sony videotape. Investigators were later able to repair the tape, and what they found on it was chilling.
I can't imagine.
And now I'm going to play a clip recovered from the videotape that was recorded the night of Cassie's murder.
No, I don't want to hear this.
It's not of
kidding.
The actual murder.
Yeah.
Okay. So, the actual murder was not videotaped. So there is a silver lining, if you can say that, but but still what they found, it's disturbing.
Well, I will tell you, I've listened to a lot of different podcasts on this case, and I never knew that they burnt some of the items.
They burnt some of the items. Never knew that. The bottle was like half burnt. Some of the clothing that they found was half burnt. I don't really understand why they did that. I don't know why they burned some of it and then they were like, fuck it, let's just bury it. Like, why wouldn't you just have burnt all of it to ashes?
Because they're stupid idiots, and thank God they are.
Yes, you're right. Because they're stupid idiots.
Boom.
So actually, the clip that I'm going to play for you is like spliced together. Some of the audio was from the night before Cassie's murder.
Okay.
And then you're going to hear audio from the night of Cassie's murder, and you'll be able to differentiate between the two.
There should be no law against killing people. I know it's a wrong thing, but hell, you restrict somebody from it, they're gonna want it more. We found our victim, and sad as it may be, she's our friend. But you know what? We all have to make sacrifices. Our first victim is going to be Cassie Stoddart. She's gonna be alone in a big, dark house out in the middle of nowhere. How perfect can you get? I mean, like, holy shit, dude. I'm horny just thinking about it. Hell yeah.
What?
It was 9:50, September 22nd, 2006. We know there's lots of doors. There's lots of places to hide. I unlocked the back doors. It's all locked. Now we just gotta wait. I just killed Cassie. We just left her house. This is not a fucking joke. I stabbed her in the throat, and I saw her lifeless body just disappear. Dude, I just killed Cassie. Oh, fuck. That felt like fucking real. I mean, it went by so fast. Shut the fuck up. We gotta get our act straight. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow is a good way to describe that. It's absolutely fucking disgusting, and I want to punch both of them in the fucking head. I want to take both their heads and just clunk them together.
I want to do worse than that, but
well, I mean, obviously, but I'll refrain. But yeah,
I mean, what fucking idiots.
Yeah. Needless to say, prosecutors now had everything they needed to charge both of the boys with 1 count of first-degree murder and 1 count of conspiracy to commit first-degree murder. The teenagers were tried separately, both as adults.
Good.
Both of them were 16 years old. 16 years old.
That's old enough to know better.
Yeah. My 7-year-old daughter is old enough to fucking know better.
Yeah, touche.
There's no words. There's really no fucking words. During the trials, the prosecution painted the picture of 2 seriously fucked up boys who were obsessed with making a real-life horror movie inspired by none other than Billy and Stu, aka Ghostface, in the movie Scream. Because, spoiler alert, Ghostface was actually 2 people in the first movie.
My mom's gonna be so mad.
Why'd you hit me with the phone, Dick? I'm sorry. We have to insert some humor into this because it's how we cope. All right.
I mean, that was a great movie though.
It's a horror classic.
100%.
It really is. But should it be emulated in real life? No. No.
No.
No. No. No. No. No. No. No. No. No. No. No. No, 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 no.
Nailed it. Whoever told me I can't sing, go fuck yourself.
Go fuck yourself.
Just kidding. I can't. It's fine.
So Brian and Tori, they really thought that they were Billy and Stu. It also came out that the boys had a death list with the names of several of their classmates on it. So they were fully planning on not getting caught and committing more murders.
They were trying to be serial killers?
They were. They absolutely were. That was their goal. That was their plan. And as you heard in the tape, they specifically targeted Cassie because they knew that she would be house sitting alone, which made her an easy target. The 2 boys were also completely obsessed with Eric Harris and Dylan Klebold of the Columbine Massacre. I'm sure you guys all have heard of them. If you are a millennial, as Alicia and I are, you watch that live on TV.
I can't.
You know, side note, I feel like this is why millennials are so... We have lived through so much fucked up shit.
So much.
That we have, like, seen happen live. Columbine, 9/11. I mean, like, there's
OJ car chase.
Oh my God, yeah.
Sorry.
It's like so much. And y'all wonder why we're fucked up. There's your answer.
Honestly, like, I think that's why we are not a soft generation.
We're not. And it really pisses me off how other generations like call us like the participation trophy generation. We're not.
We deserve those goddamn trophies. Lord forgive me.
You know what generation we are? We're the stay in your own fucking lane and mind our own fucking business. Generation. That's what we are. We're the generation of we're just trying to get the fuck by, leave us alone.
Yeah.
Let people live their lives and shut the fuck up. That's our generation.
Damn, she said it.
I did. That shit pisses me off.
She telling you about her generation, y'all. You better be listening.
Talking about my generation.
People love it when we sing, I know.
I will fight for millennials until the day I die. And it's not just because I am a millennial. We have our faults. Our generation has its faults. And I feel like our biggest fault is that we don't do enough. We don't fight enough. And I think it's because we are burnt the fuck out. We are just trying to survive. We don't even have time to change the world. No. We barely have time to fucking go to work, come home, make dinner, do laundry, do everything that we need to fucking do.
Clean your house. I'm terrible at that. I have the time. I can't mentally do it.
We're just burnt out.
I know.
Thank you for coming to my TED Talk about millennials.
Amen.
Anywho. So, again.
I have one more thing to say about millennials.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, I also think millennials, like, have a higher tolerance because of everything that we've seen and witnessed.
Correct.
For this type of content.
Yes. And we also have a very specific way of dealing with it and handling it. And I'm just going to go ahead and say, like, the millennial sense of humor is
we're
chef's kiss.
We're dark.
We are dark as fuck. And it's not that we're insensitive. It's just that this is how we handle shit.
That's the only way we learned how to get by. We just have to laugh and make fun of it. Otherwise, it's cry. It's laugh or cry.
Correct. Yeah.
I choose joy.
Yeah.
Sorry, I digress again.
So yeah, in the trial, it came out that they were obsessed with the Columbine murderers, which is great fucking role models. Like, seriously. A direct quote pulled from a note that was handwritten by Brian Draper was read in court stating, quote, "I am becoming more and more obsessed with Columbine. It seems now that that's all I think about. I would give anything to go back in time and be a part of Eric Harris and Dylan Klebold's lives. They are my heroes. I will follow in their footsteps and maybe I'll even meet them." And how much of a fucking loser can you be?
I hate saying this, but where are his parents? Like, where is his mental health and where are his parents? Like,
it's a very good fucking point. It's a very good fucking point.
I know. I hate blaming parents, and I'm not blaming the parents because I don't know this situation at home. I don't know any of that, but like,
there are warning signs.
Come the fuck on.
There are warning signs.
Yes.
There are always warning signs. You just choose to ignore them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Boom.
Don't ignore them, because this is where we get. This is what happens. Then you have an innocent fucking child murdered.
Mm-hmm.
And in a sick twist, it was revealed that a fellow high school student who shared a locker with Brian Draper found a bunch of super disturbing notes between Brian and Tori, turned them into the school.
Oh, no.
And the school completely dismissed the notes and did nothing.
Are you kidding?
Nope. This was actually the same month that Cassie was murdered. And some of these notes, like, talked about murdering people. Apparently,
was their list in there?
I don't think the student found the list. I think the list was found by investigators later.
All right. Damn. Can you imagine though?
No.
Man, I'd want to know if I was on that list or not.
I was just thinking in my head, can you imagine if you found out that your name was on
like
a death list? My name probably is on a death list somewhere.
Probably
I
multiple.
would not even be fucking surprised.
Yeah, probably more than one. Why do you think I'm so nice?
But yeah, had this been, I don't know, taken fucking seriously, maybe the outcome of this would have been a little different. It was also revealed in court that both Brian and Tori looked up to serial killers like Ted Bundy, the Zodiac Killer, and also the Hillside Strangler. And they even commented that they would be even bigger than those murderers. They said that they would actually surpass Ted Bundy. Sure, Jan.
Yeah, good try.
All of the recovered video footage was played in court, and it told the jury all they needed to know about the two of these fucking dipshits. And I will say that there's more clips available to watch on YouTube, and I've linked them in the show notes, but I don't recommend watching them because it's not that they're explicit or gory, because they're not, but don't watch them because it will just piss you the fuck off, because these two are just so fucking incredibly douchey, and you just don't need that stress in your life right now.
This story alone is pissing me off.
Yes. It will make your blood pressure go up to like 190 over 17,000.
Oh,
Don't.
Not mine. I have low blood pressure. I'm fine.
Brian Draper and Tori Adamczyk were both found guilty of all charges, and they were both sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole, which is my favorite sentence. Rot bitches. We know. And then for the conspiracy charge, they added a sentence of 30 years to life just to add a little razzle-dazzle to the top of the sentence. Both of the boys have appealed their sentences, and both of the appeals were denied.
Good.
Brian and Tori are currently serving their life sentences without the possibility of parole at Idaho State Correctional Institution. So they're apparently in prison together. They see each other in prison in passing, but they no longer speak to one another. I don't know
why.
I don't know.
I'm going to write him a note and try to find out why.
Yeah, you do that.
I won't.
Send him a sticker.
Hey,
Just kidding,
we did a
don't.
podcast on you guys.
Yeah.
Why
Also,
don't you
go
talk to me
fuck
more?
yourself.
Yeah. Also, eat a big fat hairy dick and choke on it.
Yeah. In an interview with Dateline in 2024, Brian Draper stated that he was a loser and a nobody in high school, and that he felt like doing something quote unquote big and bad would provide him with the much needed attention that he was so desperate for. He also confirmed that he bonded with Tori over their love of horror movies and decided to commit the murders after watching the movie Scream together. Hence the reason they are commonly referred to as the Scream Killers, even though they're both fugly as fuck and neither of them could ever hold a candle to my man Skeet.
He's so cute.
Or Matthew Lillard.
You know what? I wish they were in more movies.
Aged like a fine wine, the two of them have.
Mm-hmm. Why'd you say that like Yoda?
I don't know. It just felt right.
That.
It just felt right.
Aged like a fine wine.
But yeah,
two of them have.
These two, like, Google them if you question my judgment, and then comment about what y'all think of my homeboy Brian Draper's neck.
Oh, hold on. Now I gotta Google it.
I'll fucking wait.
What's
Just
his
look
name?
up Brian Draper's mugshot and tell me what you think of his neck.
Please tell me it looks like a vagina. Please tell me it looks like a vagina. Oh, God.
What even is that?
I don't know. Is he a quarter giraffe?
Yeah.
Oh, and Cassie's pretty.
She was very pretty.
Not that it matters. You shouldn't be murdered if you're ugly or pretty. It doesn't
True.
matter. But, like, fuck. Come on.
No. Like, listen, I don't normally come after people for their looks because it's just way too easy and I like a little challenge. But it's fair game with people who murder children.
Agreed.
I don't give 1 ounce of a shit. I'm allowed to talk about Brian Draper's neck because, damn.
Guys, I'm going to put this on the thumbnail.
You
so
should.
you can see it. Seriously, look at it again and tell me you don't see a face in his neck.
Brian Draper's neck?
Yeah.
Let me see.
And his bulge of a
Ooh.
dick neck.
Oh, it looks like an alien.
He's...
It looks like a skull head.
I know.
Ew,
That's
I
what I'm
hate
saying.
that.
And the other guy, too, has the same thing. Look at it.
Ugh. They make me sick just fucking looking at them. Well, up next.
Up next. It took me a minute. I was going to make fun of you for not announcing something correct. She's correcting herself up and snorting over there. Up next are a bunch of dicks in these two with alien faces.
In 2008, 2 years after Cassie's murder, a wrongful death suit was filed by Cassie's family against Pocatello School District.
Good.
Unfortunately, it was ruled that because the murder did not occur on school grounds during the school day, the district did not owe Cassie a duty of care and was thus immune from liability. Which, from a legal standpoint, I get it, but that doesn't mean that I have to agree with it.
It's fucking stupid.
I really think that the school should have been held responsible for, at the very least, not reporting those notes that were found.
Exactly.
They ignored them.
Which is not okay.
It's not. It's not.
I mean, if you find something shady nowadays in a locker, that kid's like in juvie without
Correct.
even... It's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, and this is why.
Correct.
Like, hopefully it did help make our system better, but for fuck's sake. Say something.
I know. That's my next point. I hate that the student did what they were supposed to do. They saw something and said something.
Yep.
And the school did nothing.
Fuckers.
That as a mother is fucking infuriating. I can't even imagine.
No. That's...
Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. Add a mother to that and you're really fucked.
Add a mother and a Scorpio to that.
Oh, yeah.
Or a Saggy.
Yeah.
You're real fucked if it's
We're
a
a
Saggy.
fire element.
You will take
Okay.
care of that immediately. It'll take me 6 months, but it'll be worse.
That's true. That's fair enough. Fair enough. In 2022, Cassie's mother, Anna, sadly passed away after a long battle with cancer at the age of 57. And I can only hope that this woman now has some peace because I cannot imagine outliving my daughter. But yeah, serious props to the mothers that can carry on after they lose a child because I don't know if I could.
I feel like you have to. I feel like you do it to honor your child.
I guess.
In a way. Like, my heart goes out to anyone who's ever lost a child. Like,
yeah, I don't know if I could carry on. I really don't. Cassie's aunt, uncle, and cousins, so the ones who found her dead in their home, they understandably went through a really difficult time after the murder. The family was completely traumatized and they really, really struggled. In his interview with the Idaho State Journal, Cassie's Uncle Frank talked about everything that the family had been through after the murder. He said that it put a strain on both their family and their marriage. Cassie's Aunt Allison ended up becoming very clinically depressed and even lost her job because of it. Their teenage daughter, who was the first one to find Cassie, she suffered a complete mental breakdown and ultimately attempted suicide.
oh no.
I couldn't find anything saying that she was. I don't
It
know.
says attempted, not successful.
Yes.
Yeah.
Luckily, it says attempted, not successful. Correct. The family all had to be medicated, which cost the family $300 a month, which put a financial strain on them.
Well, yeah.
And yeah, her Uncle Frank said that he actually had to get a second job to support the family. So their life, like, just completely fell apart. And this house, like, they hadn't even lived there that long. This was their dream house. It was, like, on this huge, like, property. It was a nice, big house. It was beautiful. And now it held all of that
Negativity.
Yep.
I can't.
One thing that I did find in my research that I thought was really cool was that the police department actually put the family up in a hotel for 2 weeks.
That's nice.
Yeah, they paid for it while they could investigate the house.
Yeah.
And the sheriff actually put up his own money to help the family pay their insurance deductible so they could have the crime scene cleaned.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't hear that often.
No. And side note, have you ever seen like the crime scene cleanup stuff from like YouTube and TikTok?
I choose not to watch it, but I have seen.
It's fascinating.
Yeah.
Like how they do that work, I will never know.
Yeah. There was a triple homicide near me, actually.
Oh, yeah.
And I remember seeing the cleanup trucks come in. They're very like nonchalant. Like, you know, they just say, you know, cleaning and stuff like that. But you can tell by the wording on the truck and the vans, like
what they
actually clean up. It's like hazmat shit.
Yeah, that's something that people don't really think about when a murder occurs, is especially if in a house, there's cleanup involved after. And it's not pretty.
And it's not up to the police to clean up. It's not their responsibility.
It's up to the family. Mm-hmm. What the fuck? I feel like your insurance company should automatically take care of that, considering the premiums that we fucking pay. But I digress. Cassie's boyfriend at the time, Matt Beckham, has faced some pretty harsh criticism from internet sleuths and also former classmates. I did find a Reddit AMA, which is an Ask Me Anything, where people can kind of like post, and like this person claimed to have gone to high school with Cassie, with Matt, with Brian, with Tori. And this person did state that people thought it was really strange how Matt just didn't seem all that upset about Cassie's murder. He even said that Matt had a new girlfriend just a couple of months after Cassie's death, which is, I mean, like we all grieve in different ways. And he was a kid. He was 16. But I don't love it. No. I don't love it. Matt has gone on to say that he did suffer survivor's guilt after that night.
I'm sure.
Yeah, because according to video evidence, they were actually going to kill Matt that night as well. So,
really?
Yeah, they were. Shit. Yeah, but he left. Because remember, they were trying to emulate the Scream murders. Remember in Scream?
Yep.
And the parallels I found very interesting. Like Drew Barrymore's character was named Casey. So like I know Cassie is it's not Casey, but it sounds real fucking close, right?
Yeah.
And there was another parallel. What was it?
I mean, I know they wore Halloween masks. Did they wear the Scream masks? Do we know?
It wasn't the Scream mask. No. Okay. It wasn't the Scream mask. What it was it was actually like this white mask, and there's actually photos of the mask that was found, but it was this white Halloween mask that was like hand painted to look like it had like drips of blood coming out of its eyes and its mouth.
Ew.
Yeah.
They handmade their own.
They did, yeah. And I don't know if I said this earlier, but I do want to say this now. The night of the murder, when all of like the banging and stuff was going on after Matt had left, Cassie actually, she got pretty fed up with it. And according to Brian, she like came to, I guess, the steps of the basement and was like, "Who's down here? I'm going to kick your ass." Yeah.
Good for her.
And then they came up and bum rushed her. And according to the autopsy, she did put up a fight.
Okay.
But 2 teenage boys with a knife in each hand.
Yeah.
It's not a fair fight.
No.
Yeah.
Not even close.
But I said that to say that I can't imagine how scary that would have been, seeing these 2 people come at you out of the basement with these masks on and knives in their hands. That must have been scary as shit.
Well, yeah, because you almost don't expect it. You expect like friends playing a prank and they're like, "Oh, haha, here's a beer."
And instead they come at you with knives and stab you. Yeah.
And she might have also thought that maybe that was a prank. Like, you never know how your mind's going to.
I think she probably did, yeah. I think she probably thought that it was the boys fucking with her. And then I don't think she knew exactly what was happening until it started happening, until they started stabbing her.
Yeah.
I don't believe Brian's story that he didn't do anything. I don't. I think both of them did.
Well, there were 4 knives buried.
Yeah.
And there was a serrated knife and a flat knife used. Mm-hmm. One person isn't, well, unless they're going with both hands.
That's hard though.
Yeah.
But I will link that Reddit AMA because it's interesting to get inside info on what was like going on in the school with all of them and knowing the insider tea,
That's crazy.
Tori Adamchick's mother, Shannon, still to this day downplays her son's involvement in the crime, and she even wrote a book called The Guilty Innocent, in which she proclaims the innocence of her son, saying that he didn't do anything and that he only thought the boys were filming a mockumentary movie and that it was all fake because her son's a sweet baby angel who would never do anything like that.
Never.
Goodreads members rate the book a 2 out of 5. Amazon customers rated a 3 out of 5. Barnes & Noble, a 1 out of 5. And according to Google, 2% of readers liked the book.
To the Ghosty Girls, 0%.
And that tells you pretty much all you need to know about that book. And no, I did not read that book as part of my research because fuck that book. The only thing I would do with that book is wipe my ass with it.
Gross.
Shannon, Adamchick, shut up. You're wrong. Thank you and goodbye. Your son's a murderer.
There are signs.
Hate to fucking break it to you.
There were signs.
There's always signs. You just ignore them.
I hate people.
I said what I said. There's always signs.
You're not wrong.
But yeah, that's the story of the Scream killers.
Well, here's the deal. I hate them both.
They're awful.
They're terrible, stupid idiots. And I, just like you, hope that they rot in prison.
Yeah. They will rot in prison.
Good. And I hate even more that they found the Columbine massacre something to be inspired by, because that was a fucking tragedy. Like, it changed our country.
Oh, yeah. That was a real turning point. I remember watching live on TV and seeing a literal fucking child. I mean, teenager at the time, but still a child.
Yeah.
Climbing out of a window.
Yes.
Leaving a trail of blood. Do you remember that?
I do. And I don't understand why that was live footage. Like, I don't understand.
Because our country is fucked up.
Yeah.
Anywho. Yeah, I hate these 2 boys.
Yeah.
I fucking hate them.
I hate them
so
too.
much. Just looking at their faces made me so angry. And then watching those clips, I was just like, fuck these kids.
You know what I love?
What?
Turtles.
The one kid kind of looks like a turtle.
No, don't
With
give
the,
him that.
the long
no,
neck,
fuck
he
that
pops
guy.
it out.
He doesn't look like a turtle. Turtles are cute. That guy looks like a fucking dipshit.
For what it's worth, like 15 years after the murder, Brian Draper did an interview from prison stating that he would do anything to change his past. He is regretful.
That's good, I guess.
He does say that he thinks about it all the time. And good. I hope you do.
He should be regretful for that neck.
That too. But I hope that he thinks about it every minute of every day, because that girl had her entire life ahead of her.
She was their friend. She considered them friends.
She was robbed of her future.
I hate it.
And the reason that she was robbed of it was so these two could act like Billy and Stu from the movie Scream.
Stupid.
Yeah. I'm not even sure how to end it. It's depressing.
Halloween dad joke since it's October?
Sure. Hit me with a Halloween dad joke.
Let me find one. While I'm looking it up, how do you make a tissue dance?
You put a little boogie in it. So what are you guys doing for Halloween?
Are you asking me or the one person that's listening?
I'm asking you.
Me? Going trick-or-treating and probably doing a bonfire out back.
Oh, that'll be fun. Does Jackson know what he wants to be for Halloween yet?
He wanted to be Sammy Spiderini.
I have no idea who that is.
He is the owner of the game on Roblox called Steal a Brain Rot.
All right. That means absolutely nothing to me, but good for him.
I actually play the game. It's super fun.
Okay.
He changed his mind. Thank God, because I would have had to start on his costume like right now.
Oh, is it like one of those homemade type deals?
Yeah, they don't sell it anywhere. It's like a person spider. I actually was low key looking forward to trying to make it.
Yeah,
because I
you
know
always do. Yeah,
like the Predator one.
Oh yeah,
I did great on that.
You did.
Not to toot my own horn.
Sorry, this is gonna be some ASMR maybe. No, it wasn't. But
didn't make any noise.
I got to put my Bath and Body Works lotion on because my handsies are a little dry. And this is Book Loft.
She wants to smell like a library. It does.
I am in love with this scent. It smells so nostalgic. I get so many compliments on it. It just like, I don't know. I smell it and it brings me back to like the 90s and like going to the library with my Grammy and picking out books.
Yeah.
Which is like one of my favorite memories. Like in my childhood, those were like the best times. Like when my Grammy like took us out shopping or took us to the library or like it was always great times. And that's what this smell reminds me of.
They need to make one that's called like Fabric Store. Because that would take me back with my mom because she always sewed and stuff. Do you remember those little tiny bears? They were velvet.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Did we talk about them before on here? She used to get me like, they were like a quarter, right?
Yeah.
At the time, she would always get me like 4 or 8 of those stupid little bears. And I used to love the shit out of them.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even know what the fuck I would do with them. Like, I would just have a collection of them in a tin somewhere. Yeah. But they were fun.
Or you could like make something out of them, like glue them together, like, I don't know, on a picture frame.
I mean, I was like 8.
Oh.
7.
Never mind.
Where does a mommy go for vacation?
Where does a mummy go for vacation? I don't know.
The Dead Sea. Stupid. What do you get when you cross a vampire and a snowman?
I don't know.
Frostbite.
That was a good one.
I liked that one.
Yeah. Can I take a crack at a Halloween joke?
Yes. Can I read one more?
Absolutely.
Why do vampires not want to become investment bankers?
Because they suck.
That's a better answer than this one. But the answer is they hate stakeholders. I'm going to not read anymore because I'm just going to want to read them all.
I like that.
Oh, yeah. I digress. Jackson is going to be a Roblox assassin, by the way.
Okay. Okay. That's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, I like this one. Because
better not be funnier than mine.
I wanted to be a mortician.
Oh, I know. Okay. We had this talk, everyone.
Yes. Why did the mortician clock out of work early?
Why?
He was dying to leave. I'm going to leave you with this. Why did the witch divorce the warlock?
Because he was a dick.
Because he had a hollow weenie.
Okay, that's a good one.
Thanks for listening. We will see you next Tuesday.
Don't be one.
Bye. Bye.